Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to another Leftovers reaction. This is season 2 episode 2 and it is called A Question of Geography, or It's a Matter of Geography, or something like that. Something to do with geography. Right, the last episode. Wow. So the series took an entire different turn. A very unexpected one as well. We've now got this new family who seem to be very, very central to the storyline. The Murphys, John and Erica, and their two children, the extremely devout, I can't remember his name, and the girl who's epileptic. It's been a few weeks since I watched it, so I'm a little bit hazy. And she's gone missing. At the end of the episode, she went missing. And this family are the Garveys' new neighbours in Texas. It seems that the Garveys, along with Nora and Wayne and Christine's baby, have moved across country from New York all the way to Texas for a fresh start. But this town isn't what it seems, is it? I mean, all the water from that lake has disappeared. Erica and her friend, no, not Erica, the daughter Murphy, and her friend have disappeared, seemingly without a trace. And this is a town where they had no disappearances, and they're pretty much capitalising on that fact. But that's not to say that this town was totally exempt from the effects of the disappearances. They must have had relatives, friends elsewhere in the country that did go missing. So I don't think they were completely isolated from the incident. It just so happens that nobody from that town disappeared. I wonder if that is important to the ongoing story. So, we've got missing child who probably hasn't got her medication with her. So that's a very, very dangerous situation. We've got water that's just disappeared from that lake. We had that whole scene at the beginning with the cave woman giving birth and then dying from a rattlesnake bite. And it seems we've left the New York... Oh, and Matt's also in the town as well. So, that's good. But why did they choose this town? Was it because there was no disappearances, or was it completely random? Oh no, it was because they were following Matt, wasn't it? They followed Matt down when Matt was taking over as the pastor of the church for a short time while their pastor goes in for surgery or something. Anyway, let's go on with it because I'm not gonna... Oh, with the... I forgot about the totally inappropriate credit scene. Although the song is very appropriate, the visuals just aren't. Although it's clever, you're showing the disappeared ones in that sort of spacey shadow. Yeah, I suppose it is relevant. I preferred the other credit sequence though. Oh, this is backwards in time, isn't it? When she discovered... No? Yeah.
Look what I found.
And that's the reason, isn't it? Lily is the reason that they've gone to Texas for a new start.
We're keeping her, right?
Been walking in my sleep.
I was taking medication. So I tossed my pills. I figured that'd be the end of it, but then I grabbed Patty Levin, and I smoked.
Yeah, we knew that.
I hire prostitutes to shoot me. I lied to you about my gun. I will never do that again. I'm sorry.
Everyone's dealing with their grief in a different way, but also it's traumatic as well. So they're dealing with trauma. And again, everyone's dealing with that in their own strange and weird way.
Let's go make a family.
Oh, it's the adoption. Right.
She was on your porch?
No, it was Kevin's porch. I was just the one.
There a note?
It was just her in her car
So
seat.
no idea who left her there?
No, Kevin was the chief of police, so we assumed whoever...
You're a cop.
I was. I took a leave so I could help with the baby.
Any other kids?
My daughter lives with us.
Would you like to adopt another child?
We want this one.
In addition to this one?
Oh.
I'm sorry. No, we're good.
Yeah, we're pretty...
Yeah.
Hands full. One at a time. Yeah. Seemed very eager to want that 1 month old to be adopted.
She's all yours.
There must be loads and loads of kids that lost their parents in the departure that need foster parents, adoptive parents. Don't really think about it, but those adoption agencies must be completely overrun. Mind you, a 1 month old isn't going to be because the departure was 3 years ago, but everyone deals with the trauma and grief in their own way, and some parents might have just run, like Christine did.
There's a body in the back of my truck.
Anything else I can get you? Sorry, it's not for me.
Is she going to see Granddad?
Dad and Nora adopted the baby.
Wow.
Are you gonna
Lily?
Yeah, you don't like
tell her where it came from?
That's my leg. Did you tell Dad?
No.
Jill, did you?
No.
You can't tell Dad.
I promised you that I
Okay, then she already knows that, right?
You know, you should really just call him sometime. You worry.
We're not
about
starting
it,
that
but-
again, Jill.
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry.
Well, can I just tell him that I know you're okay?
No. Jill, you can't.
Why?
Why not?
'Cause nobody's okay. She wanted me to give this to you.
Mike, Century, sitting down.
No, I'm standing.
There's an offer on your house. 2.7.
Million?
Yeah.
What?
But we listed it for 600,000. Why would
It's
they?
a preemptive bid. Listen, they put it on a clock. We have until end of day to respond. So I'm saying yes. Yes.
Yes. Vivian and Kevin, boom. 2.7 million in the bank.
Why are you offering me 4 times what I'm asking for my house?
Your residence has been flagged as a highly desirable property by a number of separate institutions
Why?
because it is anomalous.
Anomalous?
It's a deviation from the statistical norm.
She knows what it means.
You want to buy my house because my husband and children disappeared from here.
Yes. And our deepest condolences for your
So you have a
loss.
guess?
Sorry?
If they're writing you a grant that big, you must have a guess as to where my family went.
Our guess is that it's a matter of geography. Places. And the richest data can be gathered from sites where multiple departures have occurred in the same proximity. Like right here.
So they confirmed the ID of the body in your truck. Patricia Levin, regional leadership of the guilty remnant.
She went by Patty.
You kill her.
No, I disinterred her body.
You know who did kill her?
She killed herself, but I was...
She killed herself.
Yes. But I was responsible for...
But she killed herself.
Yes, she did.
The world spins on. Good riddance, Patricia. We hardly fucking need you.
No.
Are you letting me go?
Do you want to blow your life up?
What?
Do you want to blow your life up?
The authorities really don't give one care about the guilty remnant.
Come on, Kevin Garvey. What the fuck was that?
I've got to admit, I agree with Patty there. What the hell was he thinking? So that's how they came to be in Texas. I'm kind of glad we've got this backstory. Oh my God, we're only halfway through.
How are you? Sorry? How are you?
I recognise you as well.
I'm fine, thanks. I'm out on Ledbecker Road.
Oh yeah,
Under the big oak.
he's the one that got his house burnt down, wasn't it?
Just come see me. Anytime. I can help you. Your situation.
Okay, so he's one that knows what's going on, sort of thing. Hears voices. Whatever.
$750.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember, there are no escrow. All sales are final. On 750, 750, 800, 800. I've got you at 800, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, 850.
$3 million.
She hasn't got that much, has she?
Ma'am, you realize the current bid is $1,600,000?
I understand that. Thank you.
All sales are final. We clear on that?
Yep.
And sold the house for $3 million.
We won.
Didn't they only get 2.7 for the house? So it almost caught up to the previous episode.
To you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you.
Evie.
Evie, that's it.
Come back, Evie. Evie, come on, baby.
Chief Garvey has secured the pie. Pie is secure. Over. Very interesting family, those Murphys. Hard to tell if they're part of your story or you're part of theirs. I'll see you when you get home, Kevin. I'm not going anywhere.
Was that a self-referential reference? Oh, brilliant.
Jesus Christ, it's just a light bulb.
No, it's not just a light bulb. It's the whole fucking house.
What's wrong with you?
This was not the plan. This was not what it was supposed to be.
What was it supposed to be?
Not this. Not spend all our money on a house that we've never even seen.
All her money.
We're supposed to try it out, see what happens.
Wow. It's not your money, it's her money.
What?
Don't like it, you can piss off back to New York.
She needs to be here because it makes her feel safe.
And then we come back to this. Did he sleepwalk again? Is sleep suiciding? There's John. Yeah, a big uh-oh. You're gonna have to talk to Patty at some point, Kevin. She's not going away. Well, that was a very illuminating episode. I'm glad we got the backstory of how Kevin and Nora, etc., ended up in that town, and how they managed to do that and why. It adds a lot of continuity and narrative to the overall Leftovers universe. I'm also glad that they addressed, at least slightly, the why the disappearance happened, and the possibility of where they might have gone. I know the show isn't really that bothered about it, but it's good to know that there are, like, in universe, that thing is still being investigated and looked into. Again, it adds a lot of continuity and a lot of narrative and a lot of meat to the in-universe narrative. I think Kevin is going to need to talk to Patty very, very soon. Don't understand what that is. I think Patty is the voices that Kevin's dad talks about. And like there's obviously these pockets where the disappearance happened, according to the MIT guys, so I think that there are people that were fundamentally changed by the disappearance in the supernatural manner. They gained knowledge or insight that they weren't previously aware of. Holy Wayne, possibly. Kevin's dad, hearing the voices. The guy that had his house burnt down by... that was the... I just realised. Yeah, the guy that had his house burnt down by John. And that was the house that Kevin and Nora were going to rent, possibly. So I wonder why that guy was renting the house out where he was going to go. If indeed it was the same house, I don't know. But on the whole, yeah, brilliant. And now we've caught up to the previous episode where Evie goes missing and her two friends. I think it was two friends. But Kevin has sleptwalked and tied a cinder block to his knee and jumped in the lake. But then the lake has disappeared. Or did someone do that to him while he was in an unconscious state? Wouldn't mind getting to the bottom of that, and hopefully in the next episode we're going to get round to actually investigating Evie's disappearance, because that's the thing that's left hanging now. And when will Kevin start listening to the voices, and where will that lead? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, keep well. Bye bye.